Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Wambo Roge. If you're new here, you're welcome, and don't forget to subscribe. And we keep it real here. That's why I want to tell you a story of how I got him red-handed. Okay, so let us jump into the story. Just sit comfortably, grab your drink, water, soda, whichever it is, but I prefer water, not sodas, but I'm having one here. Anyway, let's go into the story. So I was having this guy we were dating, okay, and it was okay. He was okay. He was nice. That is what I was thinking, and I thought he's the one, you know. So there was this time, the when the situation was happening, it was on a Friday. But on Thursday, they were with they were with this girl, and they say they're friends, okay? And she even told me, because I was there, that they're friends. And so she knew I was the girlfriend to the guy. So on Friday, in the evening, he wasn't staying at work late, so he was going home early, and he would stay home from 3. So around 4, 5, actually it was around 5:30, yeah. I called this guy. See, I know he is not at work, okay? I already know that he's not at work, so I know he's at home, and he was coming out of work at 3, so by around 5:30 he's already at home. That is something I knew, because it was happening even the other times that he would be at home at around that time. At 5 he was home. So even if I call him, I never expected that he will not pick up my call, or even if he doesn't pick up my call, maybe he could be busy doing something else, he will call me back. So I call him. The first call, he did not pick up. This guy, I want you guys to understand, he never ever refused to pick up my call, or even if he doesn't pick up my call, he's going to call me like after 15 minutes or 5 minutes or 10. And then I knew, you always know a person, right? So I knew he had his phone here. That's something that I knew, okay? So I called the first call, he did not pick up. And then I called the second one, he did not pick up. The first call, and then I waited, and then I called the second call, he did not pick up. So in my mind, I have started thinking things, you know. I have started thinking this, and I have never thought. We had dated for around 3 months, and I had never thought of anything else like that. At that moment, my mind said, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was thinking a lot of things. I called that call. Your guy is not picking up the call. I called that the 4th time now. He's now picking up the call. The 5th time, he did not pick up the call. So now I'm pissed off. Okay, I'm really pissed off. I knew his place, and it wasn't that far from where I was staying, where I was living. So I grabbed my hood. Yes, I grabbed my hood. I put it on, and I said I'm going to go there, and if he's not there, then I'm just going to go back home. That's okay. So I grabbed my hood. I took my house key, and then I locked my house and went. So I went to his place. I get to his place. There were no lights. So it's around now. It was happening at 6, and it started to get dark. So when I went to his house, there were no lights, but I could hear there was a radio on. So I'm like, okay, if he's not around, then he might be around. If he's not in the house, then he might be around. So what I'm just gonna do is open up the house and check if the house is closed. If it's not closed, I'm just going to open and stay inside and wait for him. He's my boyfriend after all. I opened. It wasn't closed. I opened, and then I went in. No light, so I switched on the lights. Guys, guys, I only see this in movies. Okay, I only see this in movies. I was shocked. I did not react. I was shocked. When I switched on the lights and I saw what I saw, I was shocked. I was shocked. I was really shocked. I've never seen this before. I was weak. I swear to God, I was really weak. I couldn't walk. I couldn't do anything. I was weak. I was just standing and looking. I don't know, now he got scared. He stood up and then he talked to me and then he's like, you know what? Switch off the lights. I get confused. He's telling me to switch off the lights. I caught him doing whatever he's doing, and then he's telling me to switch off the lights, and he's cheating. I sit down where the door is. I sit down at the door, like I sit down, because I was shocked. I've never seen this before. I'm young. I was only 19. I've never seen this before. And I was so naive because I even thought he's the guy who will marry me and all that. I sit down there. I can't even walk. I can't move. I can't do nothing. So I started processing, like, I started trying to pull myself together, like, I've met this guy. He's cheating. He's telling me to switch off the lights. Number one. He's not even picking up my calls even when I was calling him. So this is what was happening. And then I started telling myself, so that means even today he might not even have gone to work on that day. I'm seated. I'm still seated. I'm just thinking. By the time I'm thinking, he had already worn his shorts and a vest. So I stood up. Hell! I stood up and there was, in that little house, there was hell. Because I was talking, I'm bitter, and I was shouting, and at the same time, I don't know why I was screaming, because I was talking like I'm screaming. And then, now, the lady is on the bed. She's also scared. She just covered up. She just covered herself. And then this is the crazy me there. And the guy now is here trying to shut me up. Guys, let me tell you something. This lady who was in the bed is the same lady that I saw with, like, on that we were with on Thursday. We talked, we were even talking, and she told me she's even in a, what do you call this university? In Strathmore University, and I don't know I can't remember what she told me she was majoring in, and I even told her I'm majoring in fashion and design and all that, because she's my boyfriend's friend. Why not talk to her? Little did I know. I just didn't know. So I saw it's her. Now hell broke to hell again and hell again. The same girl yesterday who is the friend. So she was just taking me like, you, tomorrow I'm with your boyfriend tomorrow, even if you think you're the girlfriend. Now, that is where I don't know where my strength came from, and I don't know why I was shaking, but I was shaking. I was literally shaking, because if I caught that girl, she was bigger than me, but I swear to God, I knew that girl, I didn't care. We were to fight. I'm not proud of it, but the reason why I was feeling that way is because I had seen her the day before, and we even talked. So she was like, I don't know how she was taking me, but that hurts me. That really hurt me. So this moment, I'm there, I'm shaking, and then I'm screaming. I'm talking when I'm screaming, and I'm asking this guy, that's the reason why you're not picking up my call, blah, blah, blah. You know at that moment you're talking things that you don't even know you're talking. I ran to that girl. This guy is strong. That is the word that saved this girl. This guy is strong. I ran on top of that girl. And it was so fast because he was even like, I went so fast. I'm really fast. I'm really fast. So I ran that girl on top. And then this guy just picked me up and threw me on the couch, and he told me to sit down and shut up and calm down. Shut up, Val. Shut up, Val. So now I cool down. I'm like, so I sit down. I'm seated. He threw me on the couch. I'm seated. So I asked him again. That's the reason why you're not picking up my calls? 5 calls? This is what you're doing? I'm shouting. And you know what I learned? That most guys, what I've learned, they don't like when a lady is shouting. They don't like that. So at this moment, I'm shouting. If I've ever told you this story, maybe I've not told you this part. I'm shouting. So I'm seated. And then he got rude to me and told me and shouted at me and told me, yes! Who are you shouting to? Who? Is it one boy? Is it Val? Is it who? Me? You were cheating and you're shouting at me? Me? You don't know what you just did. You just don't know. So I'm seated. He shouted. I got crazier. You know what? If there's a word in like that in the dictionary, then I got crazier. So I'm seated. I'm just wondering of how I can. You know, I'm short and he's tall. So I was wondering of how I can just go down and then run to that girl and just beat her up a little bit before she dress up and before she gets that strength of beating me up, because I knew she's bigger than me. She would maybe have beaten me, but at that moment I was feeling really strong. So I looked at him. You're shouting at Val. One boy, you're shouting at her. So when he shouted at me, I just like shut up. So he thought I've cooled down. He looked on the other side, and within 5 minutes, I was straight to that girl. But you know what? This guy is so strong. He pulled me again, and this time he don't pull me on the couch. He was pulling me out of the door. That's so shameful. And then now there was a shoe rack near the door. That place looked like a mess because he's pulling me, I'm pulling him, I'm pushing him because I want to get to that girl, and it was hell. It was really hell. So this guy now freaked out and he told this girl in Swahili, "Ebu wewe vanguo." Really? So sometimes I feel like I made sure I was not gonna leave that lady there so that they can continue what they were doing. That was not gonna happen. That wasn't going to happen. So it was a mess. So he freaked out because I was screaming. I was talking when I'm screaming. I don't know why I was screaming. I was shouting. I was a mess. And so I'm at the door. He's pulling me out of the door. So now I cooled down. I took my phone. I called my best friend, and then I told her, I started crying, and I called my best friend when I'm crying, and then she was shocked and she was like, Val, ni nini, and I'm like, nimepata my guy with another girl enjoying it, So she was like, unafanya nini hapo? Toka uende. Ungeona na utoke uende. Some things are easier said than done. Because I will also tell a girl or any other lady, just walk out. But someone you had seen before and someone you talked to, you can't. There are some things you just you're so mad, you just can't control it at all. You just really mad, you just can't control. So I kind of like listened to her, and then I was like, yeah, true, I just need to get out. And then I banged the door. I even had his hand, by the way. I banged the door and went. And that is it. And that is it. That is how I caught my boyfriend then red-handed. Yeah, that was it. I hope you guys liked the video. Comment, subscribe, like the video, share, and yeah, that's it. So see you in my next video. Bye.